Hey guys, welcome back to LRM Leasing. Today I want to go over something special. We actually received in our new trucks. Our 2018s are here. Just want to give you guys a rundown on a few things that we've seen so far that might help you. Some benefits of good things, some of the same issues, and maybe some bad issues as well. But that's to be determined future down the road once we played with the truck a little bit more and get our hands dirty and see what comes in once the truck is out. So right now what I love to do is I have our new inventory, which is right here, the Freightliner Cascadia 2018. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna point out some good things, show you where, like the cabin air filter, where that's located. Also show you where the fuses are located. Also the relocation of the blower motor. So there's a few good positive things that it will be helpful for you guys, especially when it comes down to now there's fuses for things that didn't have them before. And it's all located in one centralized area instead of multiple places on the truck, which is good. All right guys, so right now we're on the left side of this truck, Freightliner Cascadia, again, 2018. I wanna talk about what has changed on this side. Like for instance, like I was telling you, is that the coolant reservoir tank has changed. So if you look at the design, it's somewhat the same, except for it's more round. And then the other thing is that the sensor is right below the cap now instead of in the center. This sensor here works now. It's just a long rod, where the old one used to be where you just screw it into the side and it had a little float, so it could tell you that it's going to be empty or full. With this coolant tank, there's a difference on the sensor itself. Well, on the newer style, it literally looks like a long rod, and where you plug into it, no more where the float has like a little hinge. So when the coolant drops, it'll go down to tell you when it's low. So the float would actually be part of the reservoir tank. When the reservoir tank gets low, there's a float inside. It goes down to indicate that it's low, then it rises again. Still the same concept. The only difference is that when you get a coolant reservoir low indicating on your dash, let's not just replace the sensor right away anymore. You may want to get a flashlight, hold off to the side here on the side of the tank where it lights up. And if you notice that the float is down here and not up, then the problem is going to be with the tank. You would have to purchase a complete tank. The sensor used to be the cheapest thing to replace, now it just became one of the expensive. I know that the tank ranges around $200 and something, where before the sensor was just 20 bucks or so. So that's one thing I wasn't too happy to see. You guys may not like it as well. There could be some benefits where maybe the reason why they did it was the hinge part from rusting up. We do have to make sure that when you get a coolant low on your indicating dash, the ICU or the instrument cluster, if you see it, just don't assume that it's the sensor right away. You're gonna have to spend a little bit more time to make sure the technician also looks at it with a flashlight to see if the float is all the way up and not all the way down. If it's all the way down, and it's saying it's low, it's because the float now is probably most likely filled up with fluid and it's sunk to the bottom thinking that it's low when it's not. Now the other thing is, if you notice on this side of the truck, in the little bit older models like the 2017s and 16s, there used to be a computer right here which was called the SAM chassis, and also a bank of fuses which was right here as well, which would indicate for your CPC, your MCM, your ACM. Just little fuses here and a relay. And what they did was they removed it. It's no longer here. They have everything centralized into one area, which is good, in one computer. So that's where the positive side is, because before water would just hit there, cause corrosion, certain things wouldn't work, truck will be driving, power goes out. So that part is good because now it's not gonna get hit with water. So that's the positive side I take from it on this side. There's definitely some more stuff to show that's good, and it's a little bit easier because you don't need tools for some of the stuff. And what I like to do for the next thing is to show you guys the cabin air filter. I'll show you where it was before on the old one and where it currently is now on the 2018. So let's go ahead and start right into that one. All right guys, so right here is part of the air box cleaner. On the back side of this, right here, you're gonna see where it's a long strip, and you just push down with the tab. When you push down with your fingers, like I said, no tools. You're gonna push down, the cover comes off, and you just pull the filter out, which I got it out earlier. Now she's fighting me. All right, ooh, this one's dirty, so I definitely gotta replace this one. All right, And then also on the filter, it'll show you an arrow, and that's for airflow. So make sure when you take it out, it goes there. And then also when you pull this down, you'll also see where it says open, and then there's an arrow pointing towards airflow, which it would be going when you're looking at it to the left. If you're not looking at it, to the right. All right? So, and it's like I said, very easy, no tools. You would just slide the new one back in. I'm just putting this one back in, but I will be replacing it. Put it back in, and again, you start from the top and you push up. No tools. So that shouldn't take you that long, and anybody can do it, which I'm pretty sure I can get my kids to do it as well. But it'll be fun, and it saves you guys money. And the best part is, like I said, this was my favorite part, where no tools. And you guys will probably remember that the older trucks, it was up here. It's no longer there. The new spot is located right here, which is the best part, and I love it. All right, so the good news about this way these trucks are coming along, you know, this 2018, from when I started, when I was doing the trucks myself, I remember that I would have to remove the dash and a few panels to grab the filter. And then there used to be the one where it was underneath the seat, especially on some internationals. Now on the Freightliner Cascadias, where we see them that they're up here, you know, 2 screws and a tray. And now as you know, things keep progressing, the trucks are getting better. You don't even need the tools. It's right here out in the open, and you're not even wasting any time getting in and out. And you don't really need a technician anymore, just a little know-how of where the stuff is on your truck, and you can do it yourself to save some money. So the best part is, you know, things keep constantly changing for the best. Hopefully more people get to know more about their trucks and save you guys money, which is always good for everybody, including myself, because I like to save money on my vehicles myself. Now, you save fuses and you're like, holy crapola, I gotta get tools to access to remove the glove box. Not with this truck. Again, fun part, we're gonna do magic fingers, no tools. So what I wanna do right now is show you where the fuses are located and how to access it without using tools. And you guys are gonna love it, because I get excited about it every time I pull the dash apart without tools. So let's get right into it, and I'll show you where it's located. All right guys, so right now I'm on the passenger side of this 2018 Freightliner Cascadia. And again, like I told you, passenger side, right here is where the fuses will be. What we're gonna do now is no tools. The word right here says pull on the dash. Put your hand here, and all you gotta do is not rip it off, just slightly pull, and that's that easy. Dash is removed. Well, part of it is. And then this nice, beautiful box right here, that's where the fuses are at. You get 2 tabs, you push, voila, it's open. Now, the description for all the fuses and relays that you see here, you don't have to try to figure that out, because they were nice enough to give us all the locations and a description of what you're looking for to replace the fuses. You may need a little tool, maybe a little pliers, just to pull the fuses out, unless you got some really small fingers and you can pull them out. Either way, good news is that, again, no tools. Everything is located right here. A description here on the bottom. So F18, it's right here, which if you look at everything posted here, and it's right there, which is nicely, solidly shows you from the description. So the pictures do match up for where the fuses are at. And the only reason why I know where it's at is because I've already replaced quite a few of these fuses already in our trucks. This is very easy. Again, best part, no tools. And putting it back together is just as easy as you just ripped it off. The only thing is, just take a little bit of time, make sure you line everything up, because you don't want to break the tabs. These here are your tabs, and they're made out of plastic. And I don't know how much it is, but let's be on the safe side. Take your time, let's not break it, and it should just pop right back in like so. That easy. Dash is back together, and great news, you're gonna have to keep saying it, no tools. So on the 2018 Freightliner Cascadia, now you use everything from the steering wheel. Not so much going steering wheel, dash. You just do everything from the steering wheel. If you look at your dash right here, there's gonna be little tabs on the top. Steering wheel, one looks like a truck, a wrench, and the other one will be like for the music and the settings. So on the left side of your steering wheel, you're gonna see arrows. What we wanna do is we wanna scroll over to where you see the wrench. When you do the wrench, you will see here that one, there's no active codes because this truck, we've already went through it, but it will tell you how many active codes, and then it'll tell you where. Now, if you look just to the left of it, there's like 3 little dots. Well, if you stroll down, it'll tell you diagnostics, and it'll tell you where to go, like ABS for your brakes, you know, your ACM, which will be for your, you know, for your after treatment system. And then you have your CGW, your CPC, and so forth. And what you do is you stroll down to which one you want, you just hit the OK button, which is located again. Everything you do is on the steering wheel itself. So if you see anything you like, as you can see, you hit the OK, it'll highlight what you want to go to, and you just keep strolling what you're looking for. You know, even for the HVAC system. I mean, my goodness, CPC area, certain part of the computer. But the good news is that if you do have an active code, it'll just take you right there. You just hit the OK button, and it'll just tell you what's going on with the truck. So the good news is that you don't have to go to a Freightliner just to find out what's going on with your truck. You can do it straightly from the comfort of your seat, and you can see everything there. Now, like I said, there's more stuff on here, which is pretty cool that I like. I think one of them I saw was there's like a page button here, and this truck is equipped with optimized idle. Optimized idle is where you get the truck nice and cool, and you get it the temperature you want, and the truck turns off. Once it gets into the certain degree that it's looking for, then the truck kicks on back in again. And before, you used to have to do all the buttons and do this and that. It's so much simpler now. All you do is just go here on the page, it'll say optimize idle, and you just hit the OK button. Well, there's certain things you got to meet first, because like it says here, you got to have the hood latch down, which I have the hood open. The gear has to be in neutral, and the parking brake will be set. Well, once I close the hood, you'll hit the OK button, and then it just starts doing its thing. Truck will run for a little bit, turn off, it'll save fuel, and it keeps the truck cool, and it's so much easier now just doing everything straight through the dash. That's the best thing I love about it. It's easy, it's no more going back and forth, and I think you guys will love it. Next thing I have to say is cruise control. Everybody that has test drive these vehicles with me are looking for the button to turn on the cruise control. You don't have to do that. All you have to do is hit the set button, resume, and then to decrease your speed, or if you want to cancel it all again, just hit the cancel button, and that's it. Very easy. So it's making this truck a lot easier for friendly users. I love it, and it's definitely a lot easier to explain to customers that come and see me now. I love it, and it's less things to do. All right, guys, so my team and I were just scratching the surface of these new trucks for us, 2018s, because it's definitely a new body style, as you guys can see. We're always excited when we run across something new. More content will be coming your way once we learn more. And we want to share that information to you guys, because more you guys know, more you guys will save money. And that's the whole purpose of this. We're very excited about these new trucks. We're learning each day, and anything that comes, it's coming your way. Don't forget to hit the like button, what you saw here today. If you have any questions or you want any more information, what you may have on your mind, don't forget to leave me a message at the bottom. And guys, you need to subscribe. I want to get this information out to you so you guys can save money. So see you guys in the next video, and ka-chow.